This supposed $6 billion project is abandoned. It was Akon's project, the recording artist with 35 million albums worldwide sold. Now, what happened? Well, we'll have to see. So, Akon, the recording artist from the early 2000s, obviously mid 2000s, with Lonely, Locked Up, all that, Shake That or Smack That or whatever it is with Eminem. Great songs, great artist. What does he know about building cities? So back in 2018, he founded a company, and essentially he was supposed to build a $6 billion futuristic Wakanda, absolute Black Panther-esque city. It was going to be $6 billion. $6 billion. And it was supposed to be in Senegal, where he's from. Now, that has been since scrapped entirely. It's not there. It's just scrapped. They gave up. And reasons being is obviously just money and it was probably a bit overzealous. The Akon City project no longer exists, says, I'm not going to try to say the name, but the head of Senegal's tourism development body. So it's just no longer exists. There was promises of jobs and lifelong opportunity and the future of Africa's infrastructure and world being, and gone. In 7 years, it's gone. It's done. And in those 7 years, something real funny happened that we'll get into, but let's continue. The Akon City project no longer exists. Fortunately, an agreement has been reached between Sapco, I think their original developers, or the people that were going to work with Akon to develop this whole city, and between them and Akon, they decided that they were going to start preparing for a more realistic version of this city. So the first city was slated for $6 billion. There is nothing that's come out about how much the next city is going to be, but if it's anything like the first city, it's just not going to happen. But anyway, the hopes were high, and Africa was very high on Akon. They were a big fan because obviously not a lot of people go back and give back to their countries, let alone in Africa, like that when they make it, right? He's in the US, he's made it, he's made millions and millions, I'd say 60 to $100 million net worth. He's doing very, very well for himself, and he did very well for himself 20 years ago. This whole project was very overzealous. It was very pretentious. I think it was way overshot. And coming from a mechanical engineering tech background where I did a lot of drafting work, and I've seen plans of buildings and buildings and structural plans of buildings. These plans, when you look at them, they were very futuristic. Like it's at the point to where I don't know how these were going to happen. It was way too forward thinking. And I think it was this whole shtick of this is going to be the next Wakanda. Let's do the, anyway, it was a great thought and didn't work out. Obviously it didn't work out. Anyway, I think the downfall, to be honest with you, came from when he came out saying, you know what, we're not going to use US dollars. We're not going to use African currency. We're not even going to use European pesos. I hope I said that right. Pesos European. You know what Akon did? He came out with the most genius idea, a decentralized crypto coin called, wait for it, Akon. Akon. He came out with Akon. Akon is supposed to be the whole monetary structure of this city and probably Africa going forward. Whatever investor got him into that group, that boardroom, and got him to accept this, I want him on my side if I'm ever in trouble. I promise you that, because that guy can talk anybody into anything. That's insane. I don't care if it was 2020, 2021 with the NFT and crypto boom. You're telling me I'm building a city and someone comes to me and says, by the way, I see the futuristic and world-leading city you're trying to build here in Senegal, Africa. How about in Senegal, Africa, we use a decentralized digital cryptocurrency? Anyway, after 5 years of setbacks, the 800 hectare site in Medine in Senegal, about 100 kilometers south of the capital Dakar, remains mostly empty. The only structure, which is this one, is the incomplete reception building. There's no roads, no housing, no power grid. You don't even have a place to shit. Stated, we were promised jobs and development, one local resident told BBC. Instead, nothing has changed. I mean, people probably uprooted their lives because they truly believed in this project. I don't know why, but I mean, some people are dumb enough. Meanwhile, Akon with his Akon, obviously that was a rug pull and it absolutely tanked. He's had a really hard time paying back the investors, as he said. It wasn't being managed properly. I take full responsibility for that. But he has stated in interviews that he didn't really know, and he's hoping that people are getting paid back. I feel like he's very nonchalant. He doesn't really care. And that's putting aside if this is even legal. If you can even have a structure of currency as a crypto coin in an entire, I guess, Akon city or Acoin city. I don't know. At this point, acorn, because it's just on the fall off of the tree. Get it? The acorn. So it says here, phase one was to include a hospital, a shopping mall, a school, a police station, and a waste center, and a solar plant, all by the end of 2023. We got a reception building so far, so that's pretty good, I guess. Akon has come out himself on a BBC interview saying it's 100,000% moving, 100,000% in motion, 100,000%. Is that how much you thought that your cryptocurrency was going to go up before you could rug pull your entire audience? So anyway, the project is stalled beyond recovery, and it's just a laughing stock now. It's pretty much gone. It's gone. It's going to be gone. That's it. And it's going to be funny because that building is probably not going to be removed. So that's going to be the remains of Acorn City for the remainder of time. And then in 700 years, these guys are going to look back and they'll be like, damn, they really tried to do something big here, man. Too bad they're little earthlings that cannot build a building correctly. I don't know. I tried to make a fun. Talking about cryptocurrencies and things that are new and new tech and things you don't really understand, you don't know if you want to understand, check out this video. It's about ChatGPT and these AI things and teens using them as like therapists. If you made it this far, obviously you like me, so like the video and I don't know, subscribe if you want to. That'd be dope. See you tomorrow. And let me know what you think about Acorn.